Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to talk about my symptoms, DPO, so days post-ovulation, basically since I took my trigger shot. So it kind of flows with the series, so I'm not missing out on any symptoms because I did take a fertility supplement, well not supplement, fertility drug, femara, and then I did my trigger shot. My trigger shot was the Ovidril. So I do remember, and I just wanted to get this video made before I forget because I'm only 3 weeks exactly since I took the trigger shot. So I have all my symptoms. So November 8th, 2018, I took the Ovidril trigger shot. You guys have seen that in the previous video. We baby danced November 6th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So that Tuesday, Wednesday was my appointment. Thursday was the shot when we baby dance also. That Friday and that Saturday. So on Friday, almost 24 hours later, I did have a lot of, it was either that Friday or that Saturday, I had a lot of discomfort, which I believe was just from ovulating, like my eggs releasing. I'm not sure how many released. It was very crampy, and I do get that crampy, achy feeling down there when I ovulate on my own. So I knew what that was. It just was a little more intense, and I'm guessing that was because there was probably more than one egg being released because of the femara. So I did get that. Other than that, after, what is it, Friday or Saturday, whichever day that was, the symptoms subsided and I was fine. That following Tuesday or Wednesday, I got a little weird twitchy feeling. So that was how many days DPO? About 5 days DPO post-ovulation. I got a weird like twitchy feeling on my left side, which I believe was probably my left ovary. It wasn't painful, it was just like a little, like if you ever had like a muscle spasm or a muscle twitch, that's how that one felt. It was really weird. And then I just felt a little weird, so I had I went downstairs at work to get like a spray because I just felt kind of off. Like I didn't know if my stomach was upset or what was going on. But that was fine after that, and I didn't think anything else of it. And then fast forward to November 13th, I had my first birth. If you didn't know, I'm a doula. And I had my first birth, and the mother, I'm not going to go into details unless she says I can go into details about her birth, of course. But when she was contracting, I kept having these weird little cramps also. Of course, they weren't contractions, and I was like, am I starting my cycle? But no, it's too early because I just had one a week and a half ago, so it was just weird. But I heard that some birth workers do get cramps and weird symptoms while a mother is in labor. Like if it's a birth worker that's a woman also, you might have like symptomatic cramps. I don't know, it was weird. So I kind of blew it off that day, and that was Thursday, November 15th, that she had the baby. So November 16th, it was really weird too, because I was helping her with the baby and I was holding the baby because the lady that I helped is also one of my good friends. And he kept like leaning towards me to get milk. And I've worked with babies before because I used to work in a daycare, so I thought that was kind of odd just a little bit, because I noticed they did that more when I was pregnant with my son, because I was pregnant with Amir when I worked at the daycare. A little odd. And then I was feeling real emotional on Saturday and a little bit Friday, but Saturday mainly. So that was Saturday, November 17th. I was driving home from the hospital so I could take a nap, take a real shower, and all that other stuff, because I took a shower at the hospital, but I wanted to take an actual shower at home, get changed, grab some more actual food instead of just like snacky food. And I just felt like crying in the car, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I didn't know if it's because like, oh my gosh, I did my first birth, this is so exciting, and it's my friend, and I was just happy for her and happy for them. But it was just a weird feeling. Like I wasn't sad crying, it was just like a happy cry. And I was still having that weird dull achy cramp on my left side again. So I'm like, this is weird. And if you are taking a fertility med and you've done research on it, you know that you can get a false positive. So they tell you not to take it until after 2 weeks. So I'm not telling you to take it sooner, and I'm not saying if you take it sooner anything will come from it, but I took it sooner when I got home because I'm like, what is going on? I had a faint line. I kind of freaked, like, oh my gosh, could I be pregnant? I wanted to always surprise Isaiah if I found out again, but I'm a wuss, and I just was too excited, and my brain was just like going everywhere. So I showed him. He's like, there's a line there. And then I'm like, yeah, but I'm technically not supposed to take it yet because it can give you a false positive, because the Ovidrel shot has HCG in it. And if you know anything about pregnancy, you know HCG is the pregnancy hormone. So what happens is, with the Ovidrel shot, every day that it's in your system, if you take a test starting that first day or that next day, the line will be very dark, and then it'll progressively get lighter. So I like to test things out. Don't judge me. So I started testing it out, and I'm like, okay, in my little mind, if the line gets lighter, then I'm not pregnant, whatever. But if it gets darker, then I am. Don't do this. I mean, you can, but I definitely got my hopes up. So I tested not every single day, but almost every single day. So I said I tested the 17th. I was all hype and excited. The 18th, that Sunday, I didn't test my first morning pee. It was probably like my 4th or 5th pee during the day, and the line was super faint. So womp womp womp. So the 19th, November 19th, November 20th, what's today's date? Today's November 29th. So I want to say November 19th, I tested. It was light, but it was there. 20th, it was super light. During that week, my boobs were extra sore, and I just felt a little emotional. My husband had surprised me at work that week because it was the week of Thanksgiving, so he surprised me. I want to say that Tuesday, because he was off work. Went to a restaurant, and I like basically started crying in the restaurant because they were taking too long with my food, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to go back to work. Well, I'm gonna be like, I was crying because I knew I had to go back to work, and I was hungry, and my food finally came, and I had like 3 minutes to eat, and then he ran after me to give me my food so I can eat it on break. It was a hot mess, and I was just really emotional. I'm like, something's going on, or these meds are extra strong. I didn't have him, but he started looking up side effects of the Ovidrel shot, so it was just a hot mess 2 weeks. So don't be like me and test one before they tell you to test and then get your hopes up. So that week, I said my boobs were hurting really bad. Okay, this is weird and TMI, but this happened with my son. I kind of got milk, like the colostrum, a little bit early with my son. So I took it upon myself to try to manually extract milk. If you had a kid before, you know what I'm talking about. So you kind of squeeze your boob, and there's like a little drop of milk, and I'm like, am I lactating? I don't know. So, and then the next day I was in the shower, and the hot water, if you breastfed before, you know this too, the hot water was on my chest, and I looked down and it was like white dots on my nipple, and I'm like, am I pregnant? Or is this drug just that strong? But when I researched it, there was nothing online that said that the Ovidrel shot could make you lactate. It said every other pregnancy symptom, but not lactate. So wheels in my brain were turning. And I called my doctor that Wednesday and let them know. And they were like, okay, well, it's not serious. It's only just a drop, right, of milk? I'm like, yeah. I called the fertility specialist, not my regular doctor. My primary care, not them, the actual fertility specialist. And they're like, okay, well, you can come in Friday morning for a blood draw, and we'll let you know for sure, because your beta levels will let us know. I'm like, yes. So yeah, in the next video, I'll tell you what happened. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss this next video for the next week probably, and leave down below what you think happened, because these results were crazy. Straight crazy. I know I wasn't going crazy. Am I going crazy? I don't know. But leave down below what you think happened. Is it twins? Am I pregnant? Am I not pregnant? I don't know what's happening. So yeah, leave down below what you think's going on, because I really don't know. I really didn't know. Like, now I know, of course, because it's a week later, but I really had no idea what was happening. So yes, and don't forget to like this video. It's hot in here because I'm moving all around, and I've been editing in this office and it's hot. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next video, and I'll see you in the next one.